This video is about trigonometry. Trigonometry involves triangle measurements. There are three trigonometric ratios I'll look at. That is sine, cosine, and tangent. To do that, I'll use a right angled triangle which has an angle theta, an adjacent side, the opposite side, and the hypotenuse. The sine of this angle theta is equal to the opposite side divided by the hypotenuse. The cosine of this angle theta is equal to the adjacent side divided by the hypotenuse. And the tangent of this angle is equal to the opposite side divided by the adjacent side. To remember those ratios, we can use the word SOHCAHTOA. That is, sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, cosine is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent. Let us look at an example to be able to use the knowledge we have learned. We have triangle ABC, which is right angle at C, and in this triangle, AB is equal to 8 centimeters, BC is equal to 4 centimeters, CA is equal to 6.9 centimeters. The angle we are looking at is angle B, which is 60 degrees. The sine of 60 degrees is equal to the opposite side divided by the hypotenuse, which is 6.9 over 8. We get 0.8625. But from tables, you'll get 0.8660. We get this because our lengths are into one decimal place. The cosine of 60 degrees is equal to the adjacent side divided by the hypotenuse. That is 4 divided by 8. We get 0.5. The tangent of 60 degrees is equal to the opposite side divided by the adjacent side, which is 6.9 divided by 4.0. You get 1.725. But from tables you get 1.7321. So our value is compromised because our lengths are in one decimal place. Let's look at an exam question to be able to apply what you have learned in solving this problem. Given that the tangent of theta is equal to 5 over 7, find the value of sine theta, 2 marks. We evaluate this problem by drawing a sketch of that triangle. So we have this angle theta here, and the tangent of this angle is equal to 5 over 7. Let the hypotenuse be x. From Pythagoras theorem, we know that x squared is equal to 5 squared plus 7 squared, which is equal to 25 plus 49, which is 74. To find x, we find the square root of 74. Alright? So the sine of theta is equal to the opposite side divided by the hypotenuse, which is here, 5 out of the root of 74. Let us look at trigonometric identities, and to do that we shall use a unit circle. The unit circle is one that has a radius of 1 and the center 0. So this being the Cartesian coordinate plane, we have the origin here, we have 0 here, and this is a circle whose radius is equal to 1, alright? And the angle here is theta, and this side is y, this side is x. Now from 0 to this point, the length is x in the x direction. This length x is the horizontal projection of this line, this radius here. Okay, x is the horizontal projection of this line, and y from 0 to this point, it is y. Now this y, this distance, is the vertical projection of this line. Okay, that is in the y direction. Now we want to express these ratios using the unit circle. The sine of theta is equal to the opposite side divided by the hypotenuse, which is equal to y out of 1. So the sine of theta is equal to y. The cosine of theta is equal to the adjacent side divided by the hypotenuse, which is x over 1. So cos theta is equal to x. And we know that from Pythagoras theorem that y squared plus x squared is equal to 1 squared. So we know that y is equal to sine theta. So y squared is equal to sine theta squared. But this is how we write it: sine squared theta plus x squared. X squared is equal to cosine squared of theta. Alright? So this is how we write it: cos squared theta is equal to 1. So y squared plus x squared is equal to 1. And it follows that sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is equal to 1. This is a very important identity in mathematics. Next is to write an identity that involves tan theta. The tangent of theta is equal to the opposite side divided by the adjacent side. In this case, the opposite side is y, or sine theta, and the adjacent side is x, or cos theta. So tan theta is equal to y over x, or sine theta over cos theta. That's another identity. And then from this, we can find an expression for sine theta by multiplying both sides by cos theta. So we find that sine theta is equal to tan theta cos theta. We have this exam question that you want to tackle. Solve the equation 4 sine squared theta plus 8 cos theta minus 7 is equal to 0. For theta between 0 and 360 degrees. Now, sine squared theta, we can write it as 1 minus cosine squared theta, because we found that sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is equal to 1. So we can write sine squared theta in terms of cos squared theta. So we have 4 into 1 minus cos squared theta plus 8 cos theta minus 7 is equal to 0. So here we can open the brackets. 4 times 1 is 4 minus 4 times cos squared theta plus 8 cos theta minus 7 is equal to 0. So 4 minus 7 is minus 3 minus 4 cos squared theta plus 8 cos theta is equal to 0. So we can write this equation in this format by multiplying every term by -1. Alright, so we find 4 cos squared theta minus 8 cos theta plus 3 is equal to 0. Now this one here is a quadratic equation. So let cos theta be equal to x. So we write everything that has cos theta in terms of x. So we have 4x squared minus 8x plus 3 is equal to 0. This equation, we can factorize it, this expression. So we get 2x minus 1 into 2x minus 3. If you expand this, you will get this. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. Minus 1 times 2x plus 2x times minus 3x, you get minus 2x plus minus 6x, which is minus 8x. Minus 1 times minus 1 minus 3 is 3. So if we factorize this, we get this. Alright? And everything here is equal to 0. So that means 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, or 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. So if 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, it means that x is equal to 1 over 2. And if 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, it means that 2x is equal to 3. So x is equal to 3 over 2. Now we shall not use 3 over 2 here because the cosine of an angle cannot exceed 1. So we shall use x is equal to a half. So that means cos theta is equal to 1 over 2. Now to find theta, the angle, we find the cos inverse of 1 over 2, or the angle whose cosine is 1 over 2. So that angle is either 60 degrees in the first quadrant or 300 degrees in the fourth quadrant. That is the end. To see more videos about mathematical topics, please subscribe to my channel.